Hello, Valita Falk here with Gateway Notary Professional Development. I am excited to bring to you some upgrades to the mobile notary pricing calculator. I am intentionally demonstrating this on my cell phone because on the previous spreadsheets, they did not function. The scripts that were in there did not function on the cell phone. So we have fixed that, and I want to show you that. And the other thing I did was make some enhancements to reduce the amount of typing, and also I made an enhancement to allow you to save the information that you collect from your customers. Okay, so when you get your sheet, you're going to see this Start Here tab. It's just some general information here, telling you to put your information in on the Settings tab so that you can calculate based on your state law and based on your information that you put in for your hourly wage and your state max fee. Okay, it's also telling you where the mileage is coming from, Google Maps, and some other items. So let's head on over to the Settings tab. When you receive your sheet, it's going to look like this. On row 10, it's telling you that the hourly wage will populate after you complete rows 7, 8, and 9. So we've got a different philosophy that we're trying. Of course, you can overwrite this and put in the hourly wage that you want, but I am basing mine now on some actual data that I have. So right now, I've gone on ahead and filled in all of these fields with my information. So my state max fee is $10. My print fee, $5, my scan fee, $25. Now, the money that I'm trying to earn extra, I do this on the side, I'm not full time, is $10,000 a year is what I am going for. My operating expenses are about $1,500 a year. This does not include gas and things like that, because that's money that's included in your IRS standard mileage rate. Okay, and you can talk to your tax preparer for more information on that. What I do is add my salary target, how much I want to earn a year, my operating expenses. I take that total number and I divide it by the number of hours that I can realistically put into my notary business a year. 500 hours a year is about 10 hours a week. Okay, so based on my information, my hourly wage would be $23. $23 an hour is what's going to be used in order to calculate the time that it takes me to drive from point A to point B for my notary appointments. The standard IRS mileage rate, that's just what I use, but you can also use whatever you need to put there so that it makes sense for you. I know some of us live in areas where we're dealing with crazy traffic and things like that. So you want to try to capture your effort as much as you can in your mileage rate that you charge, your hourly rate. Your notarial fee, that's set by the state, so there's really nothing you can do there. For those of us who are in states that allow us to set our own travel fee, we can recoup some of the what's lacking with the state max fee. We can kind of try to make that up with our travel fee. Okay, so now let's head on over to the mobile notary form. So this is where, let me just give you my workflow. So when I get the phone call, the first thing I do is ask the signer where they're located, because I want to be able to give them a price. All right, so once they give me their address, I'm just going to type an address in here. And I recommend that you use a stylus, and also I can't demonstrate this for you, but you can also use speak to text to fill in some of this information. And that's super helpful when you're in a hurry. All right. And as you can see, I can't do two things at once. All right. So I think that should be enough there. All right. So you can see here on row 24 and 25, it has calculated my round trip miles and my round trip minutes. So right now we are sitting at $28. The next question I ask the person, my customer, is going to be, how many signers do you have? We're going to say it's one signer. How many notarial acts? We're going to say one notarial act. All right, so now you are at the point where you can give them a price. Where you could also ask them, I'm sorry, row 18, if they need you to print any documents for them. And if they say no, you just touch no. If they say yes, it's just going to pull in whatever you had on your settings tab for how much you charge for printing documents. All right. So now if they say, you know what, $38, I can handle that. What time can you be here? Blah, blah, blah. All right. So that's when you're going to go back up to the top and set your appointment date. So we can say here, all right, so your appointment date, we're going to say 11/25/2023. Just going to put a far out date. Appointment time, we're going to say 9:30. All right. And then the contact information, let's just say the contact, this is a title company that you received this job from. And this, they want you to go out and do a trailing document, which will be one notarization. So we're going to say the contact is Mary Escrow. Mary Escrow. All right. And Mary works for Super Title Company. All right. And Mary's email address is mary@supertitle.com. Okay. Now, Mary's phone number, we're just going to put in a bunch of ones. But you will put in the actual phone number, of course. All right. Oops, I put that in the wrong spot. Okay, we're going to clear that. And I guess I could have copied it. 111. All right, and then Mary's, the primary signer is going to be Susie Signer. Susie with a Z. And the primary signer's phone number, we're going to give Mary's phone number a bunch of 2s. All right, and Susie's email address is going to be Susie at, now if you don't have all this information, if it's like, for instance, if it's just a single person, you don't have to fill in all of this. You're only filling in the information that you want to save. All right, so the Susie at signer.com. I'm trying my best not to make this video too long, but I really want you all to see this. All right, so the number of witnesses needed, we're going to say no witnesses required. Scambacks, no scambacks required. And we're going to say 30 minutes for this appointment with Susie Signer on behalf of Super Title Company. All right, so we don't have any postage, no parking or tolls paid. And after we ask Susie, of course, is there any... do you have free parking where you are once we know where we're meeting her, etc. We did not get this lead from Thumbtack, but if we did, we would enter what we paid for the lead there. If we did require a witness, we would enter here what we're going to pay the witness that we secure for this signing. All right, so right now we're sitting at $49. So in this case, we would be comparing this, because normally when jobs come through title, they tell you what they're going to pay you. So in this case, you would be just interrogating what all you had to do and what does your calculator tell you this job would have been worth. And I think for single documents that I do see coming through that are in my general area, do come through for about $50 for a single document. So in that case, this is pretty spot on and it looks good. So we took this job, and so what we're going to do now is the white triangle. We're going to hit that button to open up another menu. We can either clear this, like if it was a no-go, you would hit clear. But if it was a good to go, you're going to hit enter and clear. So that's going to clear out this form for the next customer. Now let's go over to the order database tab, and here you can see that we've saved all our information. We've got the client name, email, phone number, what we earned in notarial fees, or how much of the job was for notarial fees, how many miles we traveled, and the price that we received for the price that the job was worth. In this case, it was close. Now, if in the event that it was more than $50 or less and you took that job anyway, you will be able to go in here and type over what you actually accepted for that job, just for your tracking purposes. So I'm going to hit my green arrow. This next tab over here on stats is just going to show you for 2023, I'm at $49. It's just tallying up. So every time you add a new order, it's going to add it in, and you'll see how much you have earned for the year, and for how much you've earned for the year total, and how much you've earned in notary revenue. Okay, so I finally got through this. So hopefully you guys, this will help you out as much as it's helping me. What I have actually done is pause one of the subscriptions that I had for a notary tracking software, along with some other subscriptions I had as things have slowed down. I am cutting costs because that's what prudent and diligent business owners do. They evaluate their costs and cut costs when revenues are not as high as they once had been. So get your calculator, save yourself some money. This is something you can own, and maybe you never go back to the subscription. But as with anything, it takes some time getting used to. But this is a valuable tool that can help you save some money and track your notarial acts and make sure you're pricing your notary services in a way that makes sense to you. Have a good day, and thank you for watching.